YouTube, YouTube, YouTube. I'm back at it. What's up? I'm gonna be bringing y'all like crazy stuff, a bunch of new videos, everything. Literally 2K, Among Us, anything you could think of, it's coming. I promise y'all. I know for the people that know me from Through the Wire and don't really get a taste of me, pause. But y'all don't really get that much of me. I feel like you only get like 25%, literally like 1/4 of me during the show, which isn't good. So I'm gonna be getting on my grind for those that don't know me and don't know Through the Wire. Which, if you don't, you missing out because it's the greatest basketball podcast ever. Like, you got no excuse. I'm gonna leave the link in the description below. As always, I'm gonna put the latest episode in the description so you can always check that out. But starting off, we're gonna have some Madden videos. Madden is the game I play most, besides like 2K, a little bit of Call of Duty, but I suck at Call of Duty, be honest. And 2K, eh. I mean, since like 2K19, it's starting to be like a little drop, and I just can't really stand it. But we gonna get into the Madden. Let's do it. Before we get into the gameplay, I want to show you guys what my team actually looks like. Now, I have Marcus Mariota starting at my QB. It was Patrick Mahomes, but believe it or not, he could not make, like, he just couldn't make passes other quarterbacks were making. Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick were like gods compared to Patrick Mahomes for some reason. So I had to get Patrick Mahomes up out of there. I mean, I liked him, but his wheels just wasn't fast enough at the end of the day. This is Ultimate Team where, guys are going to have a lot of speed off that edge. You got to be able to get out of there. So I got Marcus Mariota, who's got 90 speed. And then starting my receivers, I got Marvin Harrison, Brandon Cooks, and Tyreek Hill. Those are my main guys that I find. I also have Tony G. He's my guy. He's my guy. You're gonna see he pulls down a lot of contested catches. Todd Gurley is in the backfield for me. I don't run the ball. I literally don't run the ball. For some reason, I just can never do it. I get like 1 or 2 yards to carry. You'll see that I just don't run the ball whenever you see my gameplay. Like, I just literally air it out every time. So it's a surprising that I just couldn't play with Patrick Mahomes, even though he airs it out almost every time when he plays in real life. On the defensive side, we got Dre Bly, Marcus Peters, Denzel Ward. Those are the corners that I use for the most part. Eric Weddle, Tyrann Mathieu. Those are the others in our secondary alongside this guy right here, Isaiah Simmons. He is a beast. He is the guy that makes all the plays for me. He's the dude I use her most. 6'4", 91 speed. Literally a god out there. Literally a god. You're going to see he makes all the plays. And on the D-line, we got Aaron Donald, Miles Garrett, Chris Jones, and then this dude right here. I don't really know how to pronounce his first name. Leroy. I don't know, but he makes a lot of plays too. Other than that, that's pretty much it. My middle linebackers don't really play. Sam Mills is actually he plays, but you're gonna see it's a lot of times I just wish I could choke him. Like, he doesn't jump for the ball at all. Other than that, that's pretty much it for the rundown of the team. Let's get into the gameplay. All right, starting off, you see my opponent's top three. He's got Taylor Mays, Michael Vick, and Deion Sanders. Now, Taylor Mays, if you don't know who he is, he's a monster. If we just being flat out, he was super good last year. I'm not sure how many Maddens he was in the past year. I played a lot last year, and he was a goon last year. He was like 6'4", 6'5", got a lot of picks, made a lot of hit stick tackles. So I gotta watch out for him this game. But you see Tyreek Hill taking it out, and usually Tyreek Hill takes it out, but he never really goes anywhere. It's a lot of times where I see open grass, but just nothing comes of it. Like, I wish one time they could just let me break one free. First play of the game, and I'm trying to see what Marcus Mariota can do. He's got some big shoes to fill with Patrick Mahomes, and right out the gate, you see him stepping up and then finding some space, getting knocked out of bounds, but that's okay. We don't lose the ball. It's not a turnover. He's super tired, though. But let me stop talking down on Patrick Mahomes. The real reason that he just didn't work out for me is I don't run the ball. So every time I pass, it puts more pressure on him. And like I said, he's not that fast. I just needed somebody who could make a play at the end of the day when everybody was covered. If I had to guess how many times I run the ball a game, probably under five. Not even, but you see Todd Gurley gets a nice little playmaker and catches the ball. I ended up putting the backfield mismatch ability on him just so I know that he can catch the ball a lot more times than not. I really don't run with him. Again, he gets like what 2 3 rushes a game, but last two catches he just picked up basically haven't really got me much. Plus that sack, so I'm looking at a 3rd and 11, and it's just bad. I got double the pressure because he knows most likely I'm gonna have to pass, and everything's just bagged. I try to fit in a nice little corner out to Tony, but nothing. Now at this point, every Madden player has their money play, and this one is mine. It's called DBL Post, and I'm just gonna put any route out there because I want Brandon Cooks wide open. I don't want him using Brandon Cooks. I know Brandon Cooks is gonna be wide open. He's kind of been running the same coverage all game. Usually this play beats man, zone, whatever, and Brandon Cooks catches it wide open. And I say wide open, but that was a really good pass by Marcus Mariota. He's been doing pretty good so far. I'm liking what I see. I think he's in a cover three right now, so I'm gonna go with a verts play. I think that Harrison can get there. Mariota is gonna put it right on the, and he throws a pick. It goes right to Jamal Adams, who some say is the best safety in the game. Not only the game, but also in the NFL. And now I gotta play defense, man. For the most part, I only run a couple defenses, and I usually try to keep everything in front of me. On the first drive by my opponents, I usually try to give them, stuff underneath just so I could kind of feel like what they want to do, if they like to go deep, if they like to run. Now, ironically, when people run on me, they tote. They tote. And I can't do anything about it. I've actually lost to people who ran every play, including RPO passes. I've lost to stuff like this right here as Michael Vick picks up almost a smooth 20 yards just off a simple run. Nobody can get in the area. And right now, I just got to make sure I keep everything in front. It's his first drive. I don't want him to get comfortable. I want to see what he still wants to do as well. And then, as right as I say that, I get bombed right over the top as Brandon Cooks takes it into the end zone. Now that's a super tough one to give up, but back on offense, Marcus Mariota with his third drive on my team. Now technically, I played a game right before this one, and he threw 4 for 4 for like 80 yards. The dude, however, quit in the first quarter, so it wasn't really anything. I need more. I absolutely need more. One game just can't do it. Matter of fact, one quarter, but this dude is playing pretty good defense as Mariota fits a super tight pass in. And again, this dude has us at a 3rd and 15. Like, how am I getting at this spot? Maybe I got to run the ball more, but I find Brandon Cooks on a nice deep crosser. We're getting closer and closer. And then all of a sudden, we find Tony Gonzalez at the back of the end zone in a contested catch, too, but he pulls it down, stays with it, and we're on the scoreboard. Now, again, I don't think my opponent is bad at all. I haven't really seen much of what he can do. I know he had a super deep pass and he had that bomb pass on my cover too, but other than that, and look at that, Samuels just can't get there. Just can't get there. You see, I'm immediately looking for a sub to take him out, but I just can't find one. I don't really have that depth at middle linebackers. I switched to my best user, and Isaiah Simmons picks it off. I say no more short routes, and I'm taking this to the crib. And I feel good too. I'm stunting on him. I'm going all the way. Isaiah Simmons just owns him. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy as I pull it off and I spike it? Now, all we got to do, make sure we don't give up anything big. And as you can see, Andre Johnson is just wide open. Wide open, and Denzel Ward whiffs on the tackle as well. And we just give up the worst touchdown ever. I throw a pick, just trying to get something. I thought Tyreek had him beat, but we couldn't get it. And we just close out that half so bad. But sports fans know that it's going to be a tale of two halves. And he's just sticking to these underneath routes after that pick. He's going to try to no huddle it right here. And we got to hold our ground right here. We got to hold our ground right here. He goes for the QB sneak with Vic, and we're able to stop him. Our defense stands up, able to get off the field. And now it's our time to shine. Unfortunately, we don't shine that play. We get sacked, and we're right back at it on the next play. Maybe those first downs are the ones I should run, but we pick up a big game with Tyreek. Actually, my bad. Brandon Cooks. That's the thing with Ultimate Team. I have like three number 10 wide receivers, and I get them confused a little bit. What we just need an easy play to get us in the end zone, and Tony G catches it. Never gonna drop it as long as he's in between the numbers because he's got that mid in elite. So nobody's hit sticking him and making him drop it. And you see my opponent drops down and just, I mean, he's just still moving the ball on me. I really haven't been able to stop him. As you see him hit another pass to Cooks for a nice gain. And then all of a sudden he takes it, and I just can't click on and get there with Miles Garrett. And he takes it in with Vic for the TD. My opponent, he hasn't ran many plays, but the ones he has, it's been kind of hard to stop, especially that QB run. And in this play right here, I've been running for most of the game, and I've been looking at that crosser, which is Tyreek Hill, Brandon Cooks, and this time it gives me Marvin Harrison, and Deion Sanders just can't get there, and Marvin Harrison takes it for a huge gain up the sideline. I get out of bounds, so it's basically I just got to chew the clock at this point. I take the ball for my first run, and you can see it. Todd Gurley literally has one rush for -1 yards. Like I just refuse to run the ball. However, I just need yards here still. The game is not over. It's still 2 minutes left. And this time I'm going to hit Marvin Harris, who also has that mid and elite, and he's not going to drop it as well. That is why I trust him right there with that. Even though it's nearly picked off, we get lucky and we're able to just take our three, take the lead, and he's got a minute 40 to basically either score a touchdown or take the field goal. I'm okay with him taking the field goal though. I'm okay with going to overtime with this guy. I think that especially if we get the ball first, we can score on him. Especially if I just take my time on offense and not worry about anything deep. And he's just taking all these underneath routes, which, like I said, I'm okay with. I'm okay with going to overtime with this guy, and Vic just kills us with another run. But whatever, whatever. Still not touching that end zone as Derrick Henry catches another pass. The same pass he's caught like 5 times today. Takes it for a nice little game. And then on this play, it truly hurts. Vic drops back and throws it right at Isaiah Simmons, and we just can't get our hands on it. So that one's tough. We could have just ended the game right there. Again, he gets another crack at it. He's rolling out, throws it, and Kendall Fuller just says nope. And that is going to do it for the gameplay. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like. Also, subscribe as well. Leave comments too. Leave a bunch of comments on how I can improve, what you liked, what you guys want to see in the future. But that's going to be all I got for you guys today. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time.